नमस्कार, सलाम। मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों, माय डियर फेलो सिटीजन्स, मैं आप सभी को स्वतंत्रता दिवस की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं देता हूं। आई एक्सटेंड टू यू ऑल माय हार्टिएस्ट इंडिपेंडेंस डे ग्रीटिंग्स। आई एम डिलाइटेड to see all of you here with us to celebrate the 78th Independence Day. Witnessing the tricolor unfurl on this occasion, be it at the Red Fort, at state capitals, or in local neighborhoods, always thrills our hearts. It is an expression of the joy of being part of our great nation, along with more than 1.4 billion fellow Indians. Just as we celebrate various festivals with our families, we celebrate our Independence Day and Republic Day with our family that comprises our fellow citizens. 15 अगस्त के दिन देश विदेश में सभी भारतीय ध्वजारोहण समारोह में भाग लेते हैं, देशभक्ति के गीत गाते हैं और मिठाइयाँ बांटते हैं। बच्चे सांस्कृतिक कार्यक्रमों में भाग लेते हैं। जब हम बच्चों को अपने महान राष्ट्र तथा भारतीय होने के गौरव के बारे में बातें करते हुए सुनते हैं, तो उनके उद्गारों में हमें महान स्वतंत्रता सेनानियों की भावनाओं की प्रतिध्वनि सुनाई देती है। हमें यह अनुभव होता है कि हम उस परंपरा का हिस्सा हैं जो स्वाधीनता सेनानियों के सपनों और उन भावी पीढ़ियों की आकांक्षाओं को एक कड़ी में पिरोती है, जो आने वाले वर्षों में हमारे राष्ट्र को अपना संपूर्ण गौरव पुनः प्रदान करते हुए देखेंगी। Realizing that we are links of this chain of history is humbling. It makes us recall the days when the nation was under a foreign rule. Patriotic and brave souls took immense risks and made supreme sacrifices. We salute their memory. Unifying the diversity of traditions and their expressions was Mahatma Gandhi, father of the nation and our Lord Star. Alongside, there were great leaders like Sardar Patel, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, and Baba Saheb Ambedkar, as well as Bhagat Singh, Chandrasekhar Azad, and many others. It was a nationwide movement in which all communities participated. Among tribals, there were Tilka Manjhi, Birsa Munda, Lakshman Nayak, and Phulo Jahano, among many more whose sacrifices are now being appreciated. We have started celebrating the birth anniversary of Bhagwan Birsa Munda as Janjatiya Gaurav Divas. Celebration of his 150th birth anniversary next year will be an opportunity to further honor his contribution to the national reawakening. मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों, on 14th August, the nation observed Vibhajan Vibhishika Smriti Divas, a day to recall partition horrors. As the great nation was divided, millions had to suffer forced migration, lakhs of people lost their lives. Consulate also organized an exhibition in association with State Bank of India in Medan to pay homage to the countless lives that were affected during partition. We are celebrating the 75th year of the Constitution. The journey of the newly independent nation was not without obstacles. Remaining firm on the constitutional ideals of justice, equality, liberty, and fraternity, we are on the mission to enable India to reclaim its rightful position on the global stage. As general elections were held in our country this year, the number of eligible voters stood at nearly 970 million. This was a historic record, making it the largest electoral exercise humankind has ever witnessed. When such a large number of people exercise their franchise, it is a resounding vote for the idea of democracy. मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों, from 2021 to 2024, India has been among the fastest growing major economies with an average growth rate of 8% annually. It has also drastically reduced the number of people living below the poverty line. PM Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana, launched in the initial phase of COVID-19, continues to provide free ration to about 800 million people, which also ensures that those who have recently come out of poverty are not forced back into it. It is a matter of pride for all that India has become the 5th largest economy in the world, and we are also poised to become one of the top 3 economies soon. Farmers have ensured that agricultural production continues to beat expectations. Infrastructure has received a boost in recent years. It helped expand the network of roads and highways, railways as well as ports. Considering the great potential of futuristic technology, the government has vigorously promoted a range of sectors such as semiconductors and artificial intelligence, while also creating an ideal ecosystem for startups which will propel their growth. This rapid but equitable progress has given India a higher stature in global affairs. After the successful completion of its G20 presidency, India has consolidated its role as the voice of the global south. India intends to use its influential position to expand the scope of world peace and prosperity. मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों, we must remember the words of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the architect of our constitution. He had rightly said, and I quote, "We must make our political democracy a social democracy as well. Political democracy cannot last unless there lies at the base of it social democracy." Unquote. Social justice is a top priority of the government, and it has taken a number of unprecedented initiatives for the welfare of the scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, and other marginalized sections of society. The term justice, taken in the broadest possible sense, includes a variety of social factors. I would like to stress two of them in particular, namely gender justice and climate justice. In our society, women are considered not only equal but even more than equal. The government has given equal importance to women's welfare and women's empowerment. The budget allocation for this purpose has more than tripled in the last decade. Climate change has become a reality. It is all the more challenging for developing nations to change their economic paradigm. Yet, we have already made more progress in that direction than expected. India is proud to be at the forefront of humankind's battle to save the planet from the worst effects of global warming. I also urge you all to make small but effective changes in your lifestyle and contribute to the cause of dealing with the challenge of climate change. Speaking of justice, let me also mention here that by adopting Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita from July this year, this new code is oriented towards ensuring justice for the victims of crime instead of focusing on punishment alone. My dear fellow citizens, the Amrit Kal, the ongoing period of a quarter century leading to the centenary of our independence, is going to be shaped by the youth of today. It is their energy and enthusiasm that will help the nation scale new heights. To harness their talent, the government has come up with initiatives to facilitate skilling, employment and other opportunities for them. The Prime Minister's package of 5 schemes for employment and skilling will benefit 41 million youth over 5 years. Under a new initiative of the government, 10 million youth will be doing internship in leading companies over 5 years. All this will be a foundational contribution towards building Viksit Bharat. In India, we see science and technology as part of the quest for knowledge as well as instrument for humanitarian progress. Our achievements in the field of digital applications, for example, are being used as templates in other countries. In recent years, India has made unprecedented advances in space exploration. Along with you all, I also eagerly look forward to the launch of the Gaganyaan mission next year, which will take a team of Indian astronauts into space abroad, India's first human space flight. The world of sports is another arena in which the country has made great progress in the last decade. The government has rightly prioritized the development of sports infrastructure and it is showing results. The Indian contingent put up its best efforts in the recently concluded Paris Olympic Games. In cricket, India won the T20 World Cup. Similarly, in chess, badminton, tennis and other sports, our youngsters are making a mark on the world stage. Their achievements have inspired the next generation too. मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों, my dear fellow citizens, on this auspicious day, we are gathered here to celebrate Independence Day. Let me once again extend my greetings to you, including Indian diaspora and friends of India. You are part of our family, making us proud with your achievements. You are great representatives of India's culture and heritage. Once again, I wish everyone a very happy Independence Day. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.